welcome back to Client Side Chats. Today we have a very special guest with us, Rafael Redmond, who is the safety manager of AstraZeneca in Maryland. So Rafael and I met about a year and a half or so ago at the Safety Focus 2019 in Las Vegas. It's about the last time we've been able to get together to do some training. So
Yeah, unfortunately.
absolutely, absolutely. But don't forget to follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, our YouTube channel, and Vimeo as well. So, Rafael, welcome to the Client Side Chats.
Oh, well, thank you for having me, James. I appreciate it.
Absolute pleasure to have you, sir. It's been great to get to know you over the year and a half and really see some of the work that you're doing and some of the challenges I know you've been facing with the coronavirus stuff too.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I remember us talking a little bit about some things and some of the challenges you had with regard to cleaning frequently touched surfaces such as escalator, handrails, doing
Yes,
all the training, and then how do you get these people to really follow up on the behavior? So,
exactly.
now that we've been through all of this, and this looks like something I know we've talked about, it's going to be with us for quite some time into the future. How do we move forward with this? Where do you see EHS going in your perspective?
Wow, man, it's this Corona thing it's a moving. It's constantly moving. It's constantly evolving. The training. Just trying to get people to understand. It's the little small things from touching the surfaces, from opening doors to pushing elevator buttons to going down escalators. It's even from handshakes. From this point going forward, it's going to be difficult to really see how things are going to be going from this point going forward. How do we greet each other? Is it just going to be from, is it going to be just, elbow bumps? Is it going to be handshakes? How are we going to, just greet each other? We're social people, you know,
Yeah.
from having meetings, from at my location now, we're going from constantly having meetings, 10 or more people. Now we're just moving to Zoom meetings, to Microsoft Team meetings. We're not having just meetings anymore. They have to be virtual in order to
Yeah.
keep things safe. Unfortunately, we have our own in-house cleaning team, but we've also had to hire outside contractors just to make sure that we're cleaning these constantly touched surfaces, from the main doors to elevator buttons, as we talked about before.
Yeah.
So it's just constantly evolving things that we're having to deal with on a day-to-day basis, unfortunately.
So it's almost like developing new habits and new scheduling in order to be able to move it forward.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Now, something you mentioned here was about, we're social beings, and I think you're absolutely correct. And that workplace tends to be a social function. Do
Hmm.
you see where, these Zoom meetings, those team meetings are now going to replace that social function for the most part, that we won't be able to do this in person, say, for the immediate future or anything like that?
I would think so, at least until to the beginning of 2021, at the least. We're going to have to move that way, because for a company like AstraZeneca, we
Mhm.
definitely cannot have a outbreak of a COVID-19 outbreak at our location. It would just be absolutely bad press for our aspect. But I would see it, Zoom meetings probably going forward from this point going forward. Because if you look at it now, you'll see these other companies like Amazon's and your Microsofts, and even AstraZeneca, where we're a campus of 4,000 people, but
Mm.
now we've pushed it back to where we've encouraged people to work from home, and now you'd be lucky to see maybe 150 people on campus, all
Wow.
yeah, yeah, at one point. And that's including the biologists, the scientists, the shipping and receiving and the safety personnel. You know, we've cut back dramatically. So yeah, I think you're going to see it across the board, especially in the corporate world. I think they're going to really start encouraging people to start working from home from this point going forward.
Wow. So that kind of goes in line with what some of us have been reading, say, on the business channels or reading the business channels, reading the business journals,
Hmm.
watching it on the
Yeah.
business channels, where there had been predictions about the issue with regard to office space and whether or not there really is a need.
Yes.
Certainly this changes our challenge in being able to get people to work safely, and do we start to look more and more into working from home, and where do we, kind of interject, I guess, or integrate our EHS processes, right? These are some challenges.
They absolutely they are, but proactively at AstraZeneca, what we've started doing is normally people have their own assigned seating, their own desk. Now we've taken that completely away, and now
Mm.
it's first come, first serve. And these
Ah,
desks are, yeah, these desks, they're cleaned out at the end of each day. All the refrigerators are cleaned out at the end of each day. They're sanitized with the Clorox 360 machines, and
uh-huh.
every single day. So there's no assigned seating at all. So it's
So it's
first come, first serve.
so it's almost like a hoteling kind of space. That's where you're kind of going to. And
Absolutely,
developing that. Wow, that's
absolutely, yeah,
fascinating. So, well,
absolutely.
all that for social distancing and masking and all that good stuff that I know we've been talking about. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Not only that from that aspect, but also um we have 7 different buildings on our
mm,
campus, but we have one main building. All the other buildings are closed right now.
ah,
And now we've installed thermal um, imaging at the main building. So when
mhm.
people come in, their temperatures are automatically read, and anybody above 99.5 is automatically taken over to a isolation zone for 15 minutes, and then temperatures read again. And if it's read again at 99.5, then they're sent home for the day. So
Wow,
that's another proactive approach we've done at AstraZeneca.
that's fascinating. I've heard some
Yep.
companies doing this kind of thing, and I've seen some people doing that too. So,
Yep.
well, hey, I tell you what, Raphael, if you're good, let's wrap this one up and let's
Okay.
connect again in the near future, see how that's working out, and we'll look forward to sharing it with you.
Sounds good, James. Thank you very much for the invite.
Hey, thank you too, Raphael. Appreciate your time. Take care.
All right.